Hi there, thanks for joining me. I'm Kira Woods and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading. So this is the week of February 9th through 15th. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm going to draw 3 cards to indicate some of the energy that's coming about this week. Alright, the first card that's coming up is, we've got a Knight, and it is the Knight of Cups. And that's followed by another Knight, so it's going to be interesting, another Knight of Pentacles, and lastly, we've got a Major Arcana. Alright, so why don't you take a moment to have a look, and what are these cards sort of saying to you? Those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, you might be picking up a bit about what does it mean to have Knight energy, and also we've got a Major Arcana, the Lovers card. Okay, so first of all, for those who, as I said, are new, we're looking at the early part of the week, middle and end of the week. But to me, it's a combination of the energy of how the 3 of them come together. And what information is that sharing with us about situations and certain energies that we'll be working with in relation to our situations in our life. Well, let's look first of all at the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you might notice this Knight here is on this beautiful white horse, and you know, he's got kind of these wings on his helmet here, you know, and so this is very much indicating this is about heart and love and dreams and passion, affection. You know, this Knight is that sweet, sensitive, empathetic, devotion type person, you know, very kind. It's about the heart. It's about what is the heart wanting to say. And so this is a Knight, so this is one of the court cards, and whenever the court cards are there, remember this is either something within yourself, an element of yourself, a part of your own personality that wants to shine in this particular situation or who's needed in this situation, or it could be an aspect of somebody else's personality that you draw into your life because, again, it's needed in this situation, so you draw it from someone else because you aspire to perhaps learning to become or to develop that within yourself. So, you know, whenever I see this Knight of Cups, I think, okay, we're definitely talking about matters of the heart, or that the heart is an important part of the process of understanding this situation. So the energy around this card is saying you need to be in touch with your own intuition and your own emotions, and to know where they fit within the particular situation. If you're finding yourself feeling that, you know, I don't want to deal with my emotions, or that I want to be ruled by my heart, you know, the Knight of Cups is letting you know that balance is really important, and you need to know where your heart's coming from, because eventually your heart will play a role, even though you may not realize it, and you may not therefore get the outcome you most want. This also could indicate there's, you know, a wonderful romantic relationship coming up, where you're going to meet someone and just have a fantastic connection with them, whether it be romantic or even a wonderful friendship. But it's definitely about, you know, it's about the heart, the sweetness of the heart, and being responsible for the needs of the moment. You know, the Knight definitely looks at what are my emotions telling me, and using the emotions to provide a map around this particular direction of the situation that you're finding yourself in. Whenever the heart is ruling the situation, though, it can sometimes be a bit of a challenge with the mind, or you might find that, you know, you can find that balance. And as we see, the Lovers is in here, so I definitely think this is telling you to bring about a bit of balance between head and heart, because this Knight is looking towards the Lovers, looking towards that balance. But definitely saying that the heart is an important part of that balance. And, you know, I always think too, remember, the heart is sort of that, very much that feminine energy. So, you know, it is definitely about paying attention. You know, the Knight can be bringing you a message from either your inner self, so this could be you coming through your dreams or your sense of intuition, or it could be literally coming a message from someone. So it could be an invitation or to an event or a party, something that would be really, something that would give you a real sort of emotional lift and sort of bring about a bit of a high. You'll feel quite exhilarated from it, you know, but it'll be a very positive thing, so go for it. Remember that it's wanting to remind you that there's great wisdom in paying attention to your dreams, or to understanding that your dreams, your unconscious, can often be giving you some insights to how to overcome any particular obstacles that may be in your way at the moment. It's also wanting to remind you that this journey that of the heart, of imagination and creativity, is sort of wanting to propel you forward. Notice the heart, the knight is on a journey. It's wanting to propel you forward, and I'm noticing the knight is now facing this knight, the Knight of Pentacles, which is about the material world and about work and the things that you're doing. So it's saying your heart wants you to go for this thing that maybe you've been dreaming around. The knight also wants to remind you, though, it's really important that you follow through, put your dreams into action. That dreams that aren't engaged, aren't brought into the world, aren't acted upon, aren't manifested in some way, end up just sort of being fantasies, and they don't really serve us or go anywhere. So this is very much saying, take your dreams, take your passions and manifest them, bring them into the world, and pay attention to that. Let your ideas become action type concept. But all in all, when the knight's around, it's definitely around a feel-good situation or wanting to bring about. It's important that everyone feels good and loved, and that there's a sense of connectedness and caring and concern. It also might indicate you need to have a heart-to-heart with yourself or with someone else around this, maybe this future hobby or work or endeavour that you want to engage in. When you do that, though, remember it's really important you be totally honest and totally open to what's true for you. It's about putting that energy into that, being aware of that others are aware and responsive to your emotional needs, and vice versa, that they know that you are acknowledging and that you hold their emotional needs also in equal balance. Alright, so as I said, we're going to move into the middle of the week to the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got Knight energy again. The difference here is this Knight is about hard work, dedication, methodical, industrious, get the task done, very earnest and hard-working, dutiful, practical. So it's lovely. So this vision and dream you've had in your heart, you're wanting to now really put it into action. Like, just don't keep dreaming about it, but actually start to, okay, what do I do about it? How do I act upon it? How do I manifest it in this world? Because that is what this Knight of Pentacles is going to give you the energy and provide the situations for that to happen. This is very patient, very methodical, incredibly reliable. So a wonderful person to have on your team if you're working in a team project. It also suggests that if you that being trustworthy and reliable and a good provider is really important in this situation, that you will definitely finish that which you start. It's not a time to quit. It's not a time to sort of say, well, so sort of give it a go for a day or two and then give up, but to truly follow through with what you do, the decisions that you make to implement. You might also find this Knight shows up if you are finding you're dependent on the interactions of someone else, and maybe a team member, or if you hire someone to come in and work for you, and that sort of maybe a virtual assistant type thing, or maybe you have someone come in and clean your house or whatever of that sort of nature. But you'll find that you'll be drawn to the situation, the person that you pick, if you do it with sort of an open, honest heart about what you really need and what you really want, if you're true to what the situation really is, that you'll attract somebody who's really into your project as well, who'll be really true and honest and direct and want to follow through and achieve. So you'll find you'll get a really great worker. So you can be quite confident of that, assuming that you've laid the foundation of what's true in the first place, and you've communicated that really clearly. You'll find also with this Knight energy that you will want to assume responsibility and take charge of the situation, and that's a good thing because you've got this real clear vision and dedication as to what you want to do. If it's day-to-day activities, you'll definitely work really hard, and then sometimes I can kind of see you might get into the slog mode, but remember that if you're coming from a place of what's true for you, what's important, what your heart's directing you to do, that work is really going to pay off down the road, that you're going to find that you're going to manifest something quite extraordinary and really reap the rewards. So sort of stick to it. As I said, it would not be a time to start something and then quit. You'll find you'll just get yourself into a bit of a peril if you do that. So make a decision, follow your heart, stick with it, work hard, be committed, be industrious, keep to your promises, stay true to your commitments, and you'll find a very positive outcome. And as I said, both these nights are looking towards the Lovers card. Now, we've had the Lovers card, seem to have drawn it a bit lately, and I like to remember the Lovers card is about balance and harmony. It's about love, but it's also about bringing together maybe opposing opposites. So you might say this Knight of Cups and Knight of Pentacles are a little bit opposing in a way. It's like one's heart, one's being dutiful and industrious, and one's thinking about love and what my heart wants to do, and one's about what's in the material plane. But really, no, it's saying, you know, they're coming together, you know, and the Knight of Cups is kind of the feminine, the Knight of Pentacles has got a bit more on the masculine side, and so saying, no, bring those two opposing elements together, because that's where you're going to truly achieve and succeed in the situation that's around you. So you've got this really nice energy of the sort of, you know, unity and cooperation and true harmony and you know, the ability to really know what's true and correct and what your own values and beliefs are and how important they are, and then be able to express those from both a masculine and a feminine point of view. Remember, whenever the Lovers is around, though, you are going to be held responsible for the choices that you make. It's time to make choices. It's about contracts. It's about partnerships. It's about mutual agreements. But you're going to be held true to them, you know. So it's like, really be clear about what your choices are, because you're going to need to keep those promises. You will find yourself in a real pickle if you do not make and keep those promises. So be clear what it is that is true for you. And you might also find that this Lovers card is about you being able to step into someone else's shoes. You might find that you're able to really see the picture from the other side. You're being able to really understand and appreciate the other person's agenda. You might also just find within yourself that you can really find a balance between what my heart wants and what the practical realm is. How do I take my visions and dreams and wishes and desires and loves of my heart and manifest them in the world? How do I do that? And you will have the resources and the capacity around you to be able to do that if you approach it from that really positive, harmonious way. And you've got a lot of blessings. You know, the Lovers card's around. It's a number 6. It's about blessings. You know, it's the number 6 is about that you have the sort of the reservoir of blessings around you, and so take the most of that. You know, and you'll find that you'll have a week that will really have a really big picture future. You know, yes, it's the week we're looking at, but I think this energy will carry forward, and you'll be able to really capitalize on that. And if you've had some challenging situations, which I think many people had in 2014, this is letting you know that the energy is coming about that's going to allow you to now really move forward in a way that's going to be maybe more harmonious for you, and a greater sense of being able to achieve that which is important, and the people in your life to come with you on that journey. So I hope you found that really useful. Thank you very much for coming to my channel. If you haven't, please subscribe. Please share my videos. I would be just totally delighted. If you'd like a private reading, I'm available, and I have different readings that I'm offering, as well as some free offers. So please go to my website. It's www.kirawoods.com. You can also find me on my Facebook and Twitter page at Kira Woods Tarot. Send me a message. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you very much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.